I want to talk about genetics today. I have noticed the MTHFR mutation is such a hot topic right now. While it's great that people want to explore this more, I see a lot of misinformation that can cause more harm than good. We can't just look at one gene and start popping supplements. There are actually two MTHFR mutations that I look at. These are C677T and A1298C. Everyone is obsessed with MTHFR C677T. If you have this mutation, it means you can't convert folic acid to methylfolate, which is called MTHF for short. When you have one mutation of the MTHFR gene, which shows as plus minus, it means that this enzyme is working about 20 to 40% less efficiently. And if you have two mutations, which shows as plus plus, it means this enzyme is working around 60 to 70% less efficiently. Knowing we have this gene is only one part of the puzzle. So what do people do when they find out they have the MTHFR C677T mutation? They start taking MTHF. But if you don't know what your COMT status is, then you can be causing yourself increased anxiety, OCD, migraines, and trouble sleeping, just to name a few things. I see this all the time in the MTHFR groups that are on Facebook. While MTHF is key for the detoxification pathways, the brain can only handle so much. If you are COMT++, you will tolerate few methyl donors, and you have to be cautious with how much MTHF you supplement with. We also want to check homocysteine to see if this gene is active. The COMT enzyme breaks down the body's dopamine. So if you are COMT++, you will break down dopamine at a slow rate and will tolerate few methyl donors. So when you add in those methyl donors, this is where we see anxiety and OCD increase. Moving on to the CBS enzyme. Having an active CBS enzyme will cause you to be sensitive to sulfur and methyl donors. Knowing your homocysteine level is key here, as a low homocysteine can indicate that your CBS has turned on. Optimal levels for homocysteine is between 6 and 7.2. Okay, so let's dive right into that MTHFR A1298C mutation that I mentioned earlier. This mutation will cause people to be more prone to higher ammonia levels. Many pathogens such as Lyme, Prevotella, H. pylori, and hydrogen sulfide SIBO will also produce ammonia. So having any of these pathogens plus this mutation will cause ammonia overload in the body. Ammonia is not a good thing, as it can cause so many different issues such as joint pain, bladder and vaginal issues, brain fog, and emotional issues from neurotransmitter depletion. Now add in an active CBS mutation, and lots of detoxification will be needed. Not only is knowing our genetics important, but running an organic acids test will show us what our neurotransmitters are doing. I always correlate genetics with the organic acids test to get a full picture of neurotransmitter function. Now, if this sounds confusing, it is, because there are so many factors that go into genetics. And this is why I always suggest working with a practitioner. So if you have any questions, just comment them below and I'll answer them.